Welcome back to Crystal Talks. It's Katie and Cynthia here. Thrilled to be here with you today, bringing you another beautiful stone. This stone is really cool because it is actually only found in Australia, and it is it was formed as skeletal remains of radiolaura, which is a microscopic protozoa with a hard silica shell, were deposited over the millennia as sediment in shallow areas of seabeds. The waters receded, the remains were solidified by additional silica carried in groundwater, along with minerals produced that created this beautiful combination of red, burgundy, mustard yellow, cream, white, brown, mauve, and purple to bring us the beautiful
Mukai Jasper. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's some of the most brilliant colors that you're going to see in a stone, and a very, very, very unusual combination, because you almost always see several of these colors, these vivid colors together. And of course, it's a very powerful stone, as we're going to talk about today.
And there is no stone that is the same. Every Mukai stone that you hold in your hand will look different. It will be different. It has the variety of colors in any which mixture. It's almost like its own watercolor painting in each stone, which is really, really cool. It gets its name from the Muka Creek, which is where it was found. Muka means running waters, and it refers to numerous springs in that area of the Kennedy Ranges of Western Australia, the only place that you can find Mukai Jasper. So it is special in that way. And the Australian Aborigines believed that Mukai Jasper carried deep earth energies and used it as a healing stone for strength and vitality. So I would bet we could still use it for strength and vitality too. Cynthia, tell us what we know as the benefits of Mukai today.
Absolutely. And it's amazing for connecting you to Earth's energy. It's a very, very nurturing stone that just brings peace and a feeling of wholeness. It helps us, we're talking about creativity, it helps us with decision making by providing a deeper connection with your instinct. And of course, our true creativity comes from within. It comes from that little voice that we hear telling us what's right for us. It overcomes procrastination, which again is very, very important for creativity. You just say, "Oh, I'll do that later," and nothing gets created. Because it helps you find the reason for the delay. It helps you understand, so that then you can overcome those urges. It does, as we talked about, promotes energy, enthusiasm, and new ideas, which again, so important for creativity, and just overall brings out the excellence in you. It encourages versatility and helps us accept change, and it supports emotional growth, as you can imagine from everything else that I just talked about, helping us to discover all of the possibilities in a situation, and then choose the one that's right for us, not necessarily for everybody else, but the one that's right for us, which is, again, is so important in finding your truth and your creativity. At the same time, it provides a protective shield against negative or dangerous situations. So it kind of takes that worry off the table. And it eliminates and blocks the unwanted outside influences and distraction. Again, this is your creativity. This is your life. You pay attention to that voice that's within you, not what everybody else is saying. They're not living your life. And then on top of all that, it helps bring kindness into our life, and to not only to ourselves, but to others. And so important in this day and age. I want to send out a piece of Mukai to everybody in the world. And on the more spiritual side, it helps us connect with those that have passed on. How interesting is that, to get a little feedback from them, and get their messages. As far as physically, it helps stabilize our whole body, and it strengthens the immune system. Interestingly enough, it helps counter the effects of aging. which is tied to the next, which means that it's highly restorative for tissue deterioration of all of the tissues in the body, particularly the internal organs. And it's also useful specifically in treating cystitis, high blood sugar, and disorders of the kidneys and bladder. Quite a list, wouldn't you agree, Katie?
That is quite a list. And as you're saying it, I'm like, gosh, I need to carry Mukanite around more. I need to either make jewelry with it. I need to hold it in my pocket. I need to get some Mukanite chips, put it in my roller bottles, use that. Really, really calling to me today because, you know, we're talking about creativity, and I have recently learned that when my creativity shuts down, it's because my nervous system is responding to some instability in other areas. And Mukanite is a really great jasper. I mean, a really great stone. Really, I mean, it is jasper, but it's a really great stone to use to support you in stabilizing your nervous system, your energy, so that you can receive these benefits, so that you can access that creativity, so you can connect with those ancestors and receive those messages, so you can find that emotional growth and emotional balance. And it's really such a nurturing stone that provides all these benefits that can be just so, so powerful to use daily, to have with you daily. And so more about Mukai is it aligns with the root, sacral, and solar plexus chakras. No surprise based on its colors and its benefits. It's really kind of supporting you and grounding your energy down into the physical space, which is your root, sacral, and solar, while also opening up these higher energies and these higher vibrations for you. And a lot of the stones we've been talking about with creativity have aligned with the element of fire, but Mukai actually aligns with the element of water. It comes from the water, and it has this very flowing, easeful energy. So really, really amazing stone. So now that we've convinced you that you need Mukai in your life, Cynthia, tell us how somebody can use Mukai.
Just a few of the many ways that you could use this beautiful stone is, as you mentioned, wearing it as jewelry, not only for the anti-aging and the and the protection energetically, but it will give you a continuing spiritual recharge. How cool is that? It is
Awesome.
Great for meditation, for centering and calm, getting that calm, harmonious energy. In Feng Shui, it's used in the south area of your home. It brings success. If it's used in the northeast, it brings inspiration, and the southwest for passion, warmth, and a positive energy into your marriage or partnership. And as Katie mentioned, and I always say, use it in your roller bottles. This is a great one to use with your essential oils in your roller bottles for all those amazing benefits that we just talked about.
Absolutely. And you can also pair Mukanite in a meditation practice. Like Cynthia said, it gives you that continual spiritual recharge. It can really ground you in your creativity. It inspires a deep healing on that energetic and spiritual level, but also on a physical level as well. You can move through yoga poses that you feel called to in the moment. Allow your intuition and Mukanite to kind of to guide you through and ground your energy so that you can nourish your body in the way it needs to be nourished in the moment. I could certainly spout out several yoga poses to pair with it, but in reality, you already know what you need, and Mukanite is going to really be a tool to support you in connecting to your body so you can nourish it in the way you need to in the moment. So really allow it to do that when you're using it in your yoga practice. Also, love to pair Mukai with these two mantras. As I heal myself, I nourish my creative powers. As you heal, you open up that creativity, and this mantra supports that mindset and that energy flowing into your life. The other mantra, I am open for new creative adventures on my path. And this could mean one of two things. So attach your attention to your intention to the mantra, and you could have new creative adventures, and you love to be creative and you want to explore new ways of being creative. But it could also mean creative solutions in the way of an adventure. Life throws you curveballs, you're walking down your path, right? And so this opens you up to find creative adventures, to make your adventures on your path creative as you open up to different solutions that you can get creative with as you walk around those curveballs and you move along your path. So really, really great mantras to use with that stone. And as Cynthia mentioned, roller bottles, of course, use it with those essential oils. So Cynthia, tell us what essential oils could really go well with Mukai.
Well, it's, always important to do it your way. Um, you find your own way of doing things that's going to bring you the optimum wellness in every part of your body. First, as far as using the chips, the crystals, and the roller bottles together, the oils, pick your intention, as we've talked about before. If you want to strengthen your intuition, get more of that inner voice, then I would pair Mukai with clary sage, lixia, or blue tansy. Again, it's just a starting point. Listen to your intuition. It for boosting creativity, then you're going to want to pair it with wild orange, clary sage, or tangerine as starters. If you're wanting more harmony, then lavender, sandalwood, or copaiba would be a good one to start with. Centering, meditation, try vetiver, frankincense, or sandalwood. Confidence, if you need a boost in that, I'm good to go, then bergamot, Roman chamomile, or spearmint are ones you might want to try first. And if the physical cell regeneration thing has kind of captured your attention, then pair it with frankincense, helichrysum, or rose. And there's absolutely no reason we recommend focusing on one intention, but if there's a couple here that you want, you can use more than one oil at a time. Make a blend for your intention. Right, Katie? You got one that's calling to you today?
Absolutely. Well, it's just so funny you said that because I have a couple calling to me, right? Like I always say I like the lavender and sandalwood, but I like the idea of using the sandalwood for harmony and for centering, but also using frankincense for cell regeneration and centering, right? And kind of like pairing those two, and maybe with a little wild orange for creativity, maybe a little blue tansy for intuition, like just kind of bringing those together to, really bring all of those intentions that I have going in one space and use them together, and that power of Mukai to kind of harness and ground down all of those intentions and energies to nourish, that space. So really, really cool. One more thing to share about Mukai. Mukai aligns with a couple goddesses, Kdwin, the Welsh goddess of inspiration and knowledge, Bonia, the Roman earth goddess of fertility, and the Greek goddess of women, and Gaia, the Greek earth goddess. So Mukai has this really powerful energy. It aligns with these goddesses. It has this ability to nourish you, to ground you, to kind of open you up to those higher vibrations for healing, for creativity, for nourishment. And it's just such an amazing stone to bring into your life. It is a unique stone, not as well known as all the other stones out there, but really, really a great one to have. And I have to say, the first time I saw Mukai, I was like, not really into it, because for a while there, like orange and red and yellow stones, I was like, I don't really like them. I'm all about like purple and blue and, but I have to say it has really become one of my favorite stones to have, to hold, to, wear in jewelry, to use in roller bottles. Just really, really has this beautiful energy that is amazing to carry with you. So 100% encourage you to get yourself some Mukai. And Cynthia, do you have anything you want to add?
No, try it. You'll like it.
Agree 100%. So that is all for Mukai today. Thank you for being here. We will meet you back here next week with another beautiful and amazing stone, as always.